We always say you don't have to be a dancer to do our dances, because it's really just about having fun, and you're getting your heart rate up, you're having fun. I was like, and isn't it better than being on a treadmill? Like, at least you're listening to good music.
Hey friends, welcome to Keep It Simple Sexy. I'm Christine Bullock, founder of KO Body Care, certified fitness trainer, and mom of 3 little girls who's just trying to juggle it all and feel as good as possible, all while helping you do the same. I'm so grateful that you're here. Now let's get started, sexy. This episode is brought to you by KO Body Care, the leader in face-grade body care and supplements for total body wellness. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Keep It Simple Sexy. I'm going to get straight into a fitness topic today. Let's talk about our general health, how we can really not only like blast those calories, tone it all up, but enjoy the process. I mean, what is your fitness routine? Are you actually enjoying it? As a major motto of my life and of the Keep It Simple Sexy podcast, one of the most important parts of the entire wellness plan is to have fun. This is really the only way to stay consistent and make those lasting changes that you want to see. So if you do feel like you are plateauing, then today's guest will hopefully spark a new love for your fitness routine. Today, I have Nicole Haworth and Ashley Layfield of the Workout LA. Nicole and Ashley are 2 best friends who are top trainers in LA's competitive fitness industry. And together they set out to create the Workout LA, also called TWLA, a fitness brand centered around female empowerment. TWLA is a dance, Pilates, and high-intensity based fitness method that is not only results-driven, but also a movement of self-love and celebration for all bodies. TWLA online studio members have unlimited access to over 400 workouts. You're never going to get bored. And weekly live Zoom classes and exclusive workout challenges. So this year, you can have fun and commit to a healthier lifestyle. And that doesn't have to mean to resign to yourself to a crowded gym. Let's welcome Ashley and Nicole to the show for lots of tips and laughter.
Hey. Hi, guys.
Hey, girl. Hi. Welcome to the show. I mean, I'm going to pre-warn you guys that I love these girls so much. And it is definitely going to be, you're going to learn a lot, but it's going to be a comedic show too. There's going to be a lot of laughter.
We like to give them the old razzle dazzle,
right?
As they say in showbiz. Christine, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
and we have a co-host that might be popping in and out, a furry friend, if you will.
For those of you on the audio, yes, we have the furry cat. I almost said kitty. It's already going downhill, but almost said something else too, but we won't go there. Yes. And I have to say, so Nicole, I've known for a long time, and I met Ashley through her. I love these girls so much. Nicole is my personal trainer, and she is 10 years younger than me, and I love it. She'll train me on my computer screen, or I'll work out with both of them from the app. Not on my computer screen, on the TV in my gym. And I just like to I understand now what my older clients felt like. That's all I have to say. I'm like, this is the 10-year younger version of me. And I just pretend like it's me. I'm like, yep, that's me. That's my legs. That's my arms. And I'm just like huffing, puffing, and dying in the background. So, but she's so motivated. Yeah, you guys are so motivating. And it makes it so much fun.
I was going to say, I'm 7 years older than Nicole. So you and I don't have that much of an age difference. So I'm also dying in the background.
Well, girl, you look and just act amazing because I'm huffing and puffing.
No, you guys kill every workout. I love our workouts together. They make my day. And I love you so much. And our workouts together make my day. So
true.
They just bring so much joy to it. And, we're going to talk about how effective their workouts are. But, it's really important for a girl who's been doing this for 20 years. You get bored. You've seen everything. And you guys are legit and your workouts work. And for a girl, too, that has PCOS, so you end up putting on a lot of weight with this. I love doing different kinds of workouts. I'll add in heavy strength training, all of that. But the only thing that helps me keep my weight down or drop it when I've gained it is your workouts. So thank you.
Well, thank you for saying that. Yeah, we take a lot of pride. We take a lot of pride in what we've created. And ultimately, you know, as we've talked about a lot, we just hope that our workouts leave people just feeling confident and feeling amazing. So thank you for saying that. I'm so happy you love our workout.
You have your little tribe that follows you everywhere. So tell me, gals, how did you get started in fitness?
So I'll take that one.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So, well, it's funny. Fitness, at least for me, was never the plan. I was actually an anthropology major at UCLA. Sorry, Dad. Not doing much with that degree now, but you know, we had a good time. But when I graduated, I wanted to dance professionally for a few years, and taking a fitness job just made sense to supplement income and stay in shape while I was doing those cattle call auditions. And I found really quickly that fitness, especially dance fitness, served me in a way that dance couldn't. I was able to kind of get all the benefits of dancing that I loved, you know, performing, being connected to my body, feeling confident in my body. But what was different about fitness was I was able to share that with other women. And yeah, it happened pretty quickly. I think I lasted in the audition world for 6 months, and the rest was history. And ever since then, I've fallen in love with working with women and helping them connect to their bodies.
And Ashley, what about you?
Oh yeah. I mean, my story is pretty similar. You know, I am never thought in a million years I would work in fitness. But you know, I was a professional dancer for pretty much my whole life. And I was just looking for a job. I just moved from New York. I needed a job, and I wanted to go in and work at a gym as a receptionist, and they hired me as a trainer. Just, I think, so I was like,
kind of happened on accident.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But you know, because dancers are so connected to their body, and it just made sense. I was able to look at somebody doing a move, and I was able to understand, like, okay, why is their body maybe feeling some pain in this area? Well, it's because their leg is not where it's supposed to be. And so you just have this instinctual way of looking at bodies and understanding bodies when you are a dancer. So kind of just naturally happened.
And here we are.
When you guys have been working it so long, I absolutely agree. And then what was the evolution for you to starting to work together, maybe meeting even, but then working together and launching your own platform?
Yeah, we worked at the same fitness studio when we first started out, and became fast friends, which turned into like best friends, which now we're family. And when we left, we both kind of took our own fitness journeys. I was doing a lot of private training and kind of more focused on weight training, and more classic styles of workout. And then Ash had worked at a couple different studios around LA and was private training as well. And we just continued to have conversations about how we felt like there was such a need for a method that incorporated a lot of different elements of fitness that we loved. I think I am like ClassPass's, like there was a period in time I was ClassPass's like #1 user. I wanted to try every workout.
I competed with you on that too.
There we go. I was like a super platinum ClassPass gal.
Yeah.
One because I didn't have any money.
Upside down, doing acrobatics, doing like boxing. Yeah.
Pole dancing, all of it.
Yes.
All of it. But no, I mean, we would just have these conversations. Like, we wish something existed that incorporated all the elements of fitness, different fitness styles that we loved. And then circling back to something that made us feel good in our bodies and good about ourselves. And that was kind of the birth of the Workout LA, if you will.
That and Coachella 2018.
As many beautiful business relationships start.
So I always joke about this. So Nicole, when we worked together, we were friendly, and I would say we were good friends. Yeah. But you know, I had never been to Coachella before. She was the festival queen, and so I hit her up once, and I was like, I'm desperate to go, but I want to go with somebody who's like a veteran. And we spent 3 days in the desert together and fell madly in love. And that's truly how this came about.
Doesn't get more basic than that.
Yeah. Yes. So one, knowing that if you can camp and pee in the bushes together, then you're going to be best friends forever. And two, all great ideas come with a little bit of alcohol potential.
A little bit of fun.
And Beyonce. They was Coachella. It really was Beyonce that did this.
The inspiration. Yeah. I think I actually read that in your bio somewhere. There's something about Beyonce though playing, but I'm here for it. I get better squats into Beyonce for sure. 100%. So you talked a little bit about like your variety of workouts. And so you combine dance, strength, high intensity. I say a little cardio in there as well, just naturally because you get your heart rate up so much. Why these methods of exercise? What do you find that's so important about them, so effective?
Yeah. So, like Nicole mentioned, I worked at a lot of different studios, and Nicole and I would say, had different expertise in the work that she was doing with her private clients and the classes that I was teaching. And I just remember in all the other styles that I worked at, there were pieces that I loved, but overall I felt like they were lacking. And I know Nicole.
Like what? Tell us what, because I want to know, because I probably feel the same way. You don't have to say what methods they are.
Sure.
So, but like, what you were doing and then what was lacking. Because I think from what I hear of women, they're doing these and they don't realize what the problem is. And so they're on this hamster wheel, not getting the results they need.
Yeah. So for example, like, there was a gym that I worked at that was a little bit more it was like strictly cardio based. No weights at all, very, very high reps, really small movement, which was wonderful and great. But the body would hold on to inflammation that way because there was never any like just true sculpting to like lengthen the legs. It was all just so inflammatory. And then I worked at another studio method that was the exact opposite. There was hardly any cardio. It was very low impact, which was really good for people who maybe had chronic injuries, but wasn't a great method if you wanted to leave and really feel like you had a really good sweat and really exerted yourself. And I feel like what's so great about our method is we find a way to blend both a low impact and a high impact workout that gives, at least for women, to the best result. We're not so cardio based that you're going to leave feeling inflamed, but we do get your heart rate up and we do have that cardio element. So you do leave the workout feeling really sweaty and that you've challenged yourself.
I will say, work. I mean, that is something I will say, is that even in some of the hardest cardio or strength training where it's like a high intensity kind of classes, I feel like I get pushed to the limit of cardio, heart, oxygen, sweat in those bursts that you guys have, and even in the sense of the toning aspect. And a lot of times people think of like high intensity only as plyometrics, as sprints, as that kind of stuff that has more impact. And you really get the heart rate up even while you're doing all of the toning and the sculpting. And that's what's so effective about blasting a lot of calories too within it. So it's awesome.
That's kind of
a lot of people.
Oh, go ahead. You go. Oh, I was just going to say that has kind of become our signature in a way. Our cardio sculpt class is a class where you are seeing Pilates sequences and a lot of Pilates inspired movement, but we are, throwing in a plank jack after every so reps to like spike that heart rate up and get that interval training. And that is going to be really the healthiest way to like train your body. I love that class, even though I dread teaching it because it is so hard. But you end it feeling good.
In sweat after it. Yeah. She's always like, I kick my own butt.
Like an eyelash hanging off. And, you don't want to do a photo shoot after a cardio sculpt, but you're going to feel amazing.
It's a good one. Yeah. Even your sculpt ones get your heart rate up. But I think that's one of the things, that we see in LA here a lot too, is that people are coming from a classical Pilates background to teaching, I think it's amazing for the body, but if you're someone who likes food, who likes to just balance your meals, is not on a really strict diet and restricting your calories, or has stress in their life that adds the cortisol, adds the weight, or, you need something that is blasting your calories. And especially once you hit those late 30s and the 40s, like it's great to have something like this that's not as heavy impact as say like CrossFit was, or running. Or, some of these other things.
Totally.
So I love it. I highly recommend for people to just give it a try and
Christine,
see how long they last.
Yes. I have to say, sorry if you guys can hear my other cat literally screaming in the other room. She's also trying to get in. We're big cat gals. So
we're into animals here. It's totally fine. Okay, but we can't hear it. It's not a human though, trying to get into the room.
Human screaming to get into the room.
Yeah. Not yet. Someone trying to get out from your workouts either.
Exactly.
So we're kind of talking about LA, but this goes for all around the world right now. And, people focus on what they look like. I mean, when I used to shoot fitness videos, they used to force me to say like your saddlebags, your love handles, like those kind of terms. Yeah, it's just blah. But you guys really focus on how you feel. And if you can't tell already, they're tons of fun and just full of laughter and full of joy. And they really enjoy what they do. They're here to make you enjoy what you do. But for people who, it's very hard, especially in this world of social media, to not be focused on ourselves and our appearance and what we look like. And that is one of your missions. So how do we get off of that just spiral of focusing on that and really just get to the point of being there to feel good, focusing on feeling good, and then allowing that to kind of turn the wheels and change our health habits?
I love this question because yes, it is like the heart of what we do. I think first of all, if you relate to this question and you're struggling with this issue, first of all, you need to understand that it is not your fault. I think it's like the three of us all know that there's an entire industry that profits off of making you feel like you should or shouldn't look a certain way, and it's not your fault. So that's number one. And it's a lot of subliminal messaging and a lot of things you're not even aware of. And we've experienced it firsthand in different ways. And that's why before we ever created anything, we set out to create something that made people feel good about themselves. But the good news is, number one, the industry is shifting and there's so many amazing new methods and new fitness trainers coming out and preaching the right things and being really responsible with the content that they produce and the messaging that they put out into the world. And number two, you can change your story. Like that doesn't have to be your relationship with fitness. That doesn't have to be your relationship with your body. We both individually, I'll speak for myself, I've done a lot of work to undo things that were never my fault. And it is so freeing and so fun to approach fitness from that perspective. Like there's so many other benefits. Of course, the physical benefits and looking great and feeling great is a benefit, but your mental health, like it is a stress reliever. There's just so many other reasons why you should get up and move your body that will have a positive benefit for your life. And once you kind of start to operate from that viewpoint, it's the best. Like it's also, I feel like we have to acknowledge that part of our job is helping people reach their fitness goals. And fitness goals are amazing. And, Christine, I'm helping you. You just had your baby. We're getting you back into it. But we're having fun while we do it. And I think that it's important to understand that fad diets and fad workouts and quick fixes are not a thing that works. It has to actually be something that you enjoy doing for the right reasons and you can fold into your lifestyle every day.
Yeah. Very, very well said.
Thank you. I was so passionate about it.
I know.
Okay.
This is
why she should have competed in pageants. I would tell her all the time, and she never listened to me. And I'm just sitting here as if you're doing your onstage question, and I'm so proud of you.
And world peace. Our biggest fight in our relationship is that I aged out of the Miss California. I'm just not a beauty queen. We all can't be you, okay?
Okay, well, you could have done it.
I did Miss Pennsylvania, guys. Third runner up.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I couldn't afford a good dress at that point, so I think that, and my answer was like not great. So, anyway, on to it.
Well, the Miss Hawaii in me always looks like Nicole and wishes she had competed in Miss California.
Let's make me your little Barbie doll.
Yeah, you are my little Barbie doll.
Okay,
you already are.
The Keep It Simple Sexy podcast is brought to you by KO Body Care. Uh-oh, guys, I'm going to fill you in on something. My pants are fitting a little tight today. Have you guys ever felt the same? A little bloated, ate something that didn't mix well with your tummy? Well, I'm going to let you in on my personal hack. KO Body Care's clean plant-based supplement, Bloat Be Gone, and it will be gone. As the founder and CEO of KO, we spent so long getting these formulas perfect, and this one really works instantly. Our customers are just as obsessed with it as I am. What I love about this one is that it soothes bloating and digestive discomfort fast while healing over time. So I always slip this one in my purse when I'm going out to dinner, and that way I can throw it in some water, drink it, and feel great. Try it out for yourself and see the bloat and discomfort start to disappear, leaving you feeling your best. Head to kobodycare.com and use our code KISS20 for 20% off your first purchase.
Well, I love that because one, two, you're really open with, Nicole, your anxiety. You're very open on social media with that. I know we have our speed run questions, and you answered it with that. And how does taking it fully away from appearance and how you feel, how do you feel like, because so many people deal with anxiety and are at least much more aware and open about it after COVID now too. Mm-hmm. How do you feel it affects you, and how do you utilize it when you're having direct acute anxiety?
Yeah. In relation to workouts or just anxiety in general?
Yeah. Fitness, health, wellness. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Anxiety for me has been a journey. And I'm proud to say, you know, I still struggle with it often, and frequently, but I now have the tools to be able to kind of check in with myself and know when I am kind of, having a particularly anxious moment or even a panic attack. I've learned tools and tricks and methods that can actually like slow down your system and your breathing. And working out for me is like, I mean, you never end a workout feeling worse, unless maybe it's our cardio sculpt and it's in a heated room. No, but you know what I mean?
Know.
Like,
yes.
Yeah. It's such a, it can be such a tool to release that stress and that anxiety. I think it's, on that note, though, really important to practice intuitive working out. We hear about intuitive eating all the time. It's just as important with fitness, especially if you're an anxious person. You know, circling back to the previous question, once you kind of have done the work to have hopefully a healthy relationship with working out and with your body, really understanding that it doesn't have to be a super hard, super sweaty, really long and aggressive workout to be good for you. Especially if you're anxious. Like sometimes that just means like doing a 10-minute yoga flow you find on YouTube, or just sitting like and closing your eyes and stretching your body and just trying to tap into like what needs a little more love or a little more, you know, attention has been something that's really helpful for me in my anxiety. It kind of, yeah.
You know what? I think so we have a class that we developed that's called Stretch and Strengthen. That's really about centering yourself and finding your way back to yourself. And those are truly some of our favorite classes to do. Mm-hmm. And I was just thinking, we always tend to throw those at the end of a challenge when we've been like really needing some resettering.
Just doing the most.
Always doing
No, and I was actually going to mention that. And a lot of times on your challenges, you have guest trainers and stuff like that too. And many times you bring in that mental aspect, somebody that really focuses, whether it's you guys or you have somebody that does that as well. And I think it's still so ahead of the game because so many forms of fitness are one or the other, and you're not getting this full program. And just like in diet, we need hydration, water, we need omegas, like from our salmon avocado, we need, you know, proteins. It's the same thing in your fitness program. And with that, if your cortisol levels are down, you're going to end up with the best results too, you know, and getting the most out of it. And being in touch with your body, right? Mm-hmm. You know, we hear so many people working out these young 20-year-olds are now doing like, and 30-year-olds, 2-3 hour workouts a day before they have kiddos. And this was happening before too. And it's like, why do you think we're having so many other health problems as we start to age? We've just like completely blown our hormones and our cortisol levels because of that. So it is all about that balance too.
Yeah.
And the mental health.
Yeah, definitely. And just quieting the noise and just tapping into what your body needs. Like, really, are you connected with yourself? Are you paying attention to like what, because our bodies are sending us messaging all the time. Mm-hmm. And just, having the care for your body like you would for someone you love. Like we only get one. So, you know?
Yep. And with you guys have over 400 workouts. So there is like a huge variety on there.
Something for everyone.
So I was going to say, this isn't whiskey. This is green tea. Just
this is a whiskey. Like
we wouldn't not be drinking whiskey, but this is green tea.
This is vodka. No, I'm kidding. I don't even drink vodka.
Maybe it is whiskey.
We're all just drinking green tea, water, and seltzer, I think. So with your workouts, you guys include dance. And I think this is one of the ones that either excites people the most or scares people the most when they're like, I have 2 left feet. I've never had a dance background. I mean, even watching you guys dance and then me seeing myself dance with experience, I'm like, oh, but I love to do it. And I think it really does, as you mentioned before, help you really like get in touch with your body. So one, why do you include dance? What do you find are the benefits? Tell them a little bit about how you guys include dance, that it may not be like full Janet Jackson mode, but sometimes it is. And, you know, what you would say to people who are just so intimidated by dance.
I'm like,
well, first thing is like we always say you don't have to be a dancer to do our dances, because it's really just about having fun. And I actually do have several friends who do our workouts, and one in particular, she is not a dancer at all. And I always tell her, I'm like, as long as you're just going in the same direction that we're going, like you're getting your heart rate up, you're having fun. I was like, and isn't it better than being on a treadmill? Like, at least you're listening to good music. And she's always game, and I'm always so proud of her because it's just about moving your body, having fun, letting loose. There's so much freedom in movement. Yeah. And we also do implement a lot of hip rolls and hair flips. So because we're all about like feeling sexy, right? And whatever that means to you, that's how we express it. You know, we express it in our low plunge crop tops and our hair flips, but you know, that's just us. But like finding what makes you feel sexy and you feel good. And, you know, there's always going to be a Pussycat Doll song on my playlist because
she's not wrong.
That always makes me turn up 100 every time.
To piggyback off that, we do also offer different styles. So everything from high impact, kind of more jumping based choreography to if you are someone who is maybe has dance training and wants to kind of get that experience, we do offer some like low impact choreography based dancing. And we even offer heels dance classes. And those, like, we always say, again, like, you don't need to have classic dance training to put on heels and feel sexy. Like, as women, we should all experience that feeling. And it's just about, like, kind of walking around and just connecting to your body and feeling yourself. And I always, like, I think I pretty much start every dance cardio section by saying, sorry, pardon my language, but fuck the choreography. I would rather look at your square on Zoom and see you just vibing out and doing your own thing and throwing my choreography in the trash and just having fun and connecting. And that's it. So
yes. And just bring your body. I mean, there's so many benefits, I think, like in the sense of your fascia moving, opening up all those channels and not being so stiff about it and worrying about the choreography, like you're saying. But also like your heels class, you can do in tennis shoes, guys, if you're fearful of your ankles, and the hair flips for those of you like who have never hair flipped before. Like, it's just so much fun. It really is. And I look like the old fart that I am when I'm doing it, but it's so much fun. You feel like a young fart, at least. So, I mean, it is.
Wait, I think I'm gonna have to steal that.
A young fart.
A young fart.
A baby
really
one.
Funny.
But I absolutely love that. Yeah. And just freeing up, you know, just feeling the vibe, man. And, you know, for those of you who are runners, that is amazing. But I think that if you can stay tuned and stay focused in something that's like really fun, or you can't bike and you're bored with your biking and you're bored with your running. I mean, that was me. I'm just speaking of personal experience. Then I feel like a little bit of the cardio based dance, or sometimes, I mean, it's just things like you guys do squats, lunges, but it's with a little choreography. And the best thing about that is that for your brain, dance and choreography, to learn it keeps your brain connections, learning new things, and keeps you very young. Totally. So you're actually doing something that's very useful for your whole body. And the bouncing portion of it for you ladies that maybe like a drink, have a little toxins in your body, it's kind of like a lymphatic massage. It really helps to reduce the water weights and the toxins out of your body more than just say like a typical run. So there are so many other benefits to it. So you guys got to get to it, ladies and gents.
Dancing.
So what is your advice then? Because 37, just turned 30, what is your advice on staying consistent? You guys have been doing it for a long time, and there are the people that it's just hard to stay consistent because they never enjoy fitness, or there's people like myself who have been doing it so many years that you just kind of like after a while fall off or just are focused on family or whatever else. How can everyone from their 20s to their 40s with 1 million children stay consistent and, get those health benefits?
I'll start this one.
Yeah.
I think so. One of the few, I will say, beautiful things to come out of the pandemic is an absolute explosion in online fitness. So there's so many different genres, so many different class styles, so many different class lengths. There's really something for everyone, and it can all be done from the comfort of your own home. So many workouts that don't require any equipment at all, low impact, high impact. I hate to use the phrase, there's really no excuse, because everybody has their own life things happening, but the beauty of it is that there is something for everyone. And I think in staying consistent, you have to find something that you really love and you really enjoy. And that can be multiple things. You might not love and enjoy our workout. Of course, we hope you do. But the beautiful thing is there's so many other different styles and classes that you can try out, so that it is something that you look forward to. That time can be a form of self-care for just you, to take a moment out of your day to serve yourself and your body. And yeah, that's all I got on that.
I liked it.
Yeah, you liked it? Yep.
I like it too. Yeah. I mean, and it's just getting there and doing something exactly that you're really enjoying, I think, repeating what you're saying here. So I realize that you guys may not have the full nutritional background of some of the guests that we have on here, but you guys look terrific. You also have to fuel your body daily, and you're doing a lot of workouts. What are your tips, your nutritional guides or your nutritional tips that you've learned over the years?
Yeah, so Nicole and I definitely have very different diets. I won't say I'm vegan. I'm not vegan by any means, but I am plant-based. And so I'm very, very careful about the animal products that I put in my body. And I found that just works for me. If I do ever eat anything that's in the animal world, is usually fish. Born and raised in Hawaii, I love sashimi and I love fresh fish. That's where we differ. I know. But I very much eat it very few and far between. And I try to look at my diet as getting all the nutrients that I need in one day from my food. So that's kind of how I go about it. I'm very careful about what I'm eating for lunch and dinner. And I always have a green juice in my day, because I feel like that's the best way it's like my version of a multivitamin is I just drink a very nutrient dense green juice, and a lot of water.
And the green juice gets things flowing.
It does.
Which
it does.
We love.
And I love a kombucha.
Yeah. Also
Speaking of getting things flowing.
If you guys are different in your diets, then do you just eat burgers all the time, Nicole?
Burgers and fries. I mean, listen, we all know I love myself I always say I have the palate of like a 12-year-old. We love chicken nuggets. We love mac and cheese. Love PB&Js, but I've also had to learn.
Me too.
Right? There we go. I've also had to learn how to kind of create more balance in my diet, especially to fuel my job, which is very physical. But that can apply to everyone. I think it's so important to remember that balance is everything. I don't believe in fad diets. I don't believe in any extreme diets. I think eating intuitively is so important. And if you can just get as many organic, whole foods into your body as possible, that's great. And everything, different people have different sensitivities and whatnot. I eat a lot of cheese, even though I'm maybe a little sensitive to it, but it's good for my mental health. So sometimes you kind of have to give and take to feel your best mentally and physically.
Yep. No, I fully agree with you. And just wait till a few more years to that'll catch up to you. So that's what I'm thinking.
All the cheese.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember the 30s. I could eat some cheese then too.
Lots of cheese.
Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, it's hard. You can show visually if you want to. You can just tell us, is there a favorite exercise that you guys have to define your waistline and your abs? Or you can just explain it.
Yeah, so we are very plank positive at the Workout LA. We love a good plank. And we do a lot of planks that involve moving your leg across the body so that you're getting that X movement so that pulls in the waist. And we also do a lot of like standing abs where we're twisting a lot because you can hear my voice. I'm starting to twist as I do my vibrato. But that will also like bring the waist in.
Oblique work, side abs or side planks. Planks. We love planks.
Love planks.
Are any clients listening to this are like, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've made
I
that
know.
very clear.
Yeah.
But they're so effective and they can work different parts of the body. Obviously your arms, your abs, your legs. Planks can be a full body.
We also have a free challenge that we do every year around Thanksgiving called Planksgiving. It's our Planksgiving challenge. And, it's all about planking.
It's a good time.
And you can always go back in to your app too and do that challenge anytime. Yeah. And I love that. And I think you hit upon a really great part too, because people always think of very linear ab movements, very forward and front and back. And if you're really looking to shrink the waistline, you guys add a lot of twisting and oblique work in there. And that's really important. And one of their standing abs, I absolutely love because it really hits these tiny ancillary muscles, not a lot of compression on the back. Like if you have neck issues and stuff like that, you're standing. And it really can define a very beautiful waistline while if, you have a tight back, if you're working at a computer all day, you're holding kids, all that kind of stuff while opening up this area. Cause we just don't do much twisting in our world.
Yeah.
So, or you do, and you hurt your back because you don't do much of it. Right. So those, both of those kind of movements, I think are so great for your abs. Favorite exercise for booty?
Oh, we love a good double weighted donkey kick, I'll say. So we'll strap on 2 ankle weights because you do have to increase weight to get that definition and build that strength. I would say that, and I would say a weighted banded glute bridge is super, super effective, really safe for your joints, for your back. If performed properly, you don't want to arch your back at the top. But yeah, weighted glute bridges and donkey kicks, I would say.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
Yeah, and we have a very specific squat that we do that's a little bit of a tweak on the traditional squat that's all about like really sending the tailbone back, keeping the knees over the ankle, which isolates the glute muscles. I gotta say, we're pretty good about sculpting a booty.
You should think that. A nice high, tight booties all around.
I was gonna say, keeping the booty up nice and tight.
We always say you should be able to sit a little shot of tequila on your butt.
Oh, please. Can I get there again, guys?
You're there.
Okay. We'll get there. Just had that baby. Yeah, I love that. And your bridges too, like you said, that you have a really wide leg bridge that just hits it so differently. And it just burns it, man. But you feel like you're also taking a little break and maybe booty dancing at the same time during it. So you gotta get those in, guys. Yes. And then favorite exercise for the arm people. I mean, I'm hitting the abs, I'm hitting the butt. What about for the arm ladies and gents?
I mean, you guys know I'm a tricep gal. I will always,
first of all, she'll be on like her 4,000th tricep extension. And I'm looking at her like, I'll kill you if you keep going. Your strength in your tricep is unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
It's unbelievable.
You know what? I'll take it. I love a tricep kickback because it also not only does it get into the tricep, it does also burn out the bicep as well. So it's really good at hitting all of those muscle groups in the arms. I love a tricep dip, which I know can be rough sometimes on people's wrists. So if you're able to do it either on a bench or maybe on your couch so that your hands are supported on a cushion, those are really good as well.
And I love a push-up.
Oh my God.
And she does not.
I know she does. The first few times I worked with Nicole, I was like, this girl has superhuman push-up strength. She's like 100 push-ups in.
She's not allowed to do
like
a push-up.
Push-ups.
She's not allowed to do a push-up when we're teaching together.
And they're perfect form. It's like super open, nice long neck. Yeah, I know. I'm like, just look down, Nicole. Don't look at me right now. What I'm doing.
I will say, because we only use like 3 to 5 pound weights in our workouts. A push-up is a super effective way to kind of get that extra weight in because it is so important to get that mix of both heavyweight toning and lightweight sculpting. But then we love to throw in our classic dancer arms. If you've ever taken our workout, you know what that is. It's no weights. It's working the smaller accessory muscles. I'm about to hit you in the face with my arms. And they're super effective. Like, do not be fooled. It's funny watching men take our class because they'll kind of have an attitude about not using weights to sculpt their arms. And then before they know it, they're like shaking and like can barely keep up. So don't.
And it really does give those beautiful, like, athletic definition to the body in that combo. Exactly what you're saying. There's a no weight and you're opening up to, fighting the posture imbalances that we have. You're doing the light weights. Sometimes you up the weights a little bit, even in the arms, and then, using body weight and stuff like that too. Yep. So you really hit all on all levels, which again, it'll boost your metabolism. It'll trick your body. You'll have fun. Everything's new all the time. I think these are all great tips for just sticking with a program and being able to really feel and see the changes that you want to see in the new year.
The Workout LA is a unique and distinctive method combining dance, Pilates, and high intensity for fun and sexy workout that will challenge your strength and endurance. As experienced personal trainers and professional dancers, creators Nicole Haworth and Ashley Layfield understand the confidence that comes with feeling connected to your body. So it's no surprise that they're already the go-to girls of the Hollywood elite. Their workouts are result-driven, but at the heart is a movement of self-love and appreciation for all body types. They give you permission to be sexy, be yourself, and be the badass that you are. Work out with Nicole and Ashley virtually. Check out their on-demand studio and Zoom classes for just $5, or become a member and gain access to their entire library of over 400 on-demand workouts, including Zoom classes and challenges. They have modifications for those who need it, and fresh member-exclusive content filmed weekly, plus unlimited booking for all live Zoom classes. You can sign up at www.theworkout-la.com, as well as download their app from the Apple Store.
Do you guys have any additional tips? Anything. You can throw anything at us.
Well, I found one of the things that's good for me as someone who's not as naturally physically inclined to athleticism, like my beautiful partner Nicole here. I really feel like if I look the part, then I get more into it. So for me, like if I'm wearing like a really cute matching set or an outfit that's like, okay, like we're doing dance cardio today, so I'm maybe going to wear something that's like all black, a little bit more sexy. Yes. And then like if we're doing a HIIT cardio day, maybe I'm going to wear higher socks and like try and find that like Russell girl in me.
Love a theme.
I do love a theme.
A costume and a theme.
Thank you so much. Yes. I dress the part.
Ashley, I do too. I forget. I had a friend who once called me like the Olsen twins. Remember like their movies where I don't know. I'm too old for them, but they always dress the part. That's what she called me. She's like, you're going riding on a horse. And I'm like, cowboy hat.
Yes. Always serving a look.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
100%.
Same thing in class. I agree.
To piggyback on that, yes, just like looking at your time with yourself, working out as a form of self-care and just like a gift back to yourself as opposed to like a punishment. And I know it's hard to get there. And again, it's not your fault, but like working out can be so fun and you can feel so sexy while you do it, especially if you take our class. So little plug at the end.
This is a random question too. This is a plug for you too, because what if you're sore afterwards? Like how many days, and let's say these people are just starting off again in the new year and they get sore and it kind of like you take one day off, you take 2 days off. Like when should you get back to it?
Yeah. I mean, that's really a personal
or just skip it and don't take a day off. Yeah.
No, rest days are important. We definitely promote rest days for sure, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Your after workout care is really important, making sure you're drinking a lot of water, making sure you're rolling out, getting rid of all the lactic acid that has been built up in the body that will cause soreness. And implementing a stretch routine is really important. So, I mean, I tend to work out, 5 days a week. But that's my program, and finding what works well for you and your body. But yeah, making sure that you are stretching and you are taking care of your body afterwards. You're filling it with protein and nutrient dense food right after you're working out so that you're giving your body the best chance of recovery.
For sure. And taking the rest day when you need it. Like your body will tell you, you know. And if the next day, say you've taken your rest day and the next day you're still feeling like, oh, I'm sore, I'm fatigued, like that would be a perfect day to try a slow Pilates workout, a yoga workout, take a stretch class. Again, there's like so much out there online to support you in any way. So just endless.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. And if we, haven't said it enough, you guys are just a blast. If you are looking to just enjoy a class, I don't care if you're sitting there for half the class. This is your class, guys. You got to tune into the Workout LA. They have their app on the Apple Store too. They have over 400 workouts. You can go to their website, theworkout-la.com. And we always like to wrap up too with a few speed round questions.
Fun.
So you guys can jump in here.
Love it.
You feel your best when?
I feel my best right when I wake up. I've put on all my creams from the night before. I feel like they've all set in. I wake up. That's when I feel my most beautiful.
I was gonna say, I feel like we need buzzers.
Yeah.
Love that. I feel my best, I think, when I'm really consistent with my meditation and stretch routine and journaling, because that's when I feel the most connected to and confident in myself.
I love this. And a lot of these maybe have to do with your morning routine. So what is both of your morning routines? Sets the tone of the day.
So I'm going to be fully transparent here. I am not a morning person. This one is. She walks in like Cinderella, and I am the witch with the poisonous apple. No, that's Snow White. But you get what I'm saying. I got to be honest with our jobs. Oftentimes we start with clients 6 a.m., 7. It's early. It's not realistic for me to always get up early enough to have a full morning routine. Like I would love to have if I had, say, a different job, different career. But the point is I do the best I can. I get up early enough to put on some Rufus the Soul, set the tone for my day, make my coffee, do my skincare, just kind of the basic things I need to like feel good getting out the door. And then I kind of revisit my self-care routine, usually halfway through the day. I think it's just about finding like when it works for you to kind of reset and get in the right mindset. So yeah,
it's like a whole nother morning for you.
Yeah.
I like to think that nighttime Ashley sets morning Ashley up for success. So I usually
she's an early bedtimer.
Oh, gosh.
Real early.
Do not tempt me with an 8:30 p.m. bedtime.
Oh, girl. Yes.
So sexy.
It's so sexy. 9:30.
Like 7:30 in bed. So
yeah. 9:30. If I'm in bed after 9:30, I'm starting to get stressed. Like I need to be in REM by 10 p.m. Like it's really important to me. But because of that, because I'm just one of those people that needs 8 or 9 hours of sleep. It's out of my control. And so I really make sure that I dedicate that time for myself. And I always leave a glass of water by the bed so that when I wake up, it's the first thing that I do is I drink water and I breathe because that helps me wake up and get out of that brain fog first thing in the morning. And then yes, my skincare and then there's something so therapeutic about making espresso in the morning that is like a meditation for me. I have to have it every morning and that's my time for myself. And if I happen to leave it on the counter when I leave, I will turn around and I will grab it.
What's your sign, Ashley?
I'm a Pisces Aquarius cusp. I'm a Pisces, but I'm like a few days before Aquarius or after Aquarius. I don't really know how it works. I'm really bad at astrology.
We had another episode about that, so you can tune into Julie Ritter. She explains a lot of it too. Yeah. No, I just want to know because that's it was like very Capricorn, like you have like your little routines, but I don't know much about a Pisces either. So I love it. But yes, those are both beautiful routines. It's like you either fit it in when you can and later in the day or super organized to what makes you feel good, each day. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, ladies. I hope you have a beautiful day. You get your sweat on or you've had your sweat on today and you're getting your green juice and your mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Balance. It's all about balance. Christine, thank you so much. We absolutely adore you and just
Love you.
think the world of you. So
Yes,
thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
These girls
You're
are so
amazing.
inspiring. Yeah, no, you guys are so inspiring. You're going to take over the world if you haven't already. So you guys got to tune in now.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're subscribed and feel free to share this with a friend or family who needs to hear it. Have questions you need answered? Text me at 1-310-361-8697. Make sure you follow me on social at Christine Bullock and have a healthy, happy week. See you next time.